Well, annual reporting is, as we know, one mandatory aspect when it comes to the, PoSH governance and act. The responsibility of PoSH annual reporting lies with the employer and as much with the internal committee, not just the presiding officer of the internal committee, but every member of the committee. So, by 31st of January of every year, the IC must submit the annual report to the district officer as mandated under the Act. Well, a quick trivia. IC used to be called as ICC earlier, which was the Internal Complaints Committee, but it got changed to IC over more than 2 years ago, mainly on the recommendation of the Ministry of Women and Child Development, because IC's role is not only for complaint handling, but to prevent, prohibit, as well as redress the complaints. So the role of IC goes beyond complaint handling, and one of the important responsibilities they carry is the annual reporting bit, right? To answer the second part of your question with regards to effective data collection and organization, um, there are a lot of organizations now adopting centralized complaint tracking system, which was not possible or not even available a few years ago. But thanks to organizations such as Lockubator that offers, such complaint tracking system where organizations can maintain a secure system to log complaints, to track timelines with due date reminders, also to document the resolutions in a templatized manner, giving role-based accesses to IC members, mainly from the perspective of maintaining confidentiality, which even Priya spoke about. Recording the minutes of the meeting, and so much more can be achieved through a centralized complaint tracking system. It makes it easy to retrieve case data, when preparing annual reports. Also, we spoke of posters, right? So, I was just thinking if is it possible for organizations to adopt a QR code based posters where the posters can state that if you wish to log a complaint, a sexual harassment complaint, scan this QR code, which then directly directs them to an appropriate link or a page where the complaint needs to be logged. So that's another creative way in which posters can be leveraged upon, and linking it to the centralized complaint tracking system. And there are organizations that still rely on manual filing system. So for them, probably one starting point could be using a checklist of activities, documents, timelines that IC members can use on a regular basis. Of course, ensuring that we don't miss out on anything and we don't miss out on any important mandated documentation. Um, for data storage and organizing data, a structured filing system can be created. I'm talking about the manual filing system only over here, where unique anonymous case IDs can be used instead of using the names of either the aggrieved person or anybody else's name, and organizing those files in maybe a chronological order or by even case status. So, for example, the case status could be under investigation or resolved. All of those can be segregated. One can also use color-coded folders or dividers to separate active cases from the closed ones. Maintaining a master logbook that can be stored separately to track case details, like maybe filing dates, timelines, the outcomes of those investigations. IC members can also explore, dedicatedly having one of the members who is responsible for this purpose, and maybe others can audit it. This is one of the options that can be explored by organizations, and regularly auditing the system to ensure the records are accurate and up to date. Also, if possible, when the documents are no longer required as per the legal retention guidelines, they could be shredded off also. The older files could be shredded off, primarily from the data confidentiality perspective. And also, I would like to say that, it's very important for us to constantly remind and train the IC members for the importance of handling the physical files discreetly when it comes to the physical management system and maintaining confidentiality around it. In fact, just to say, just to add here that a lot of large organizations in the ITES sector, banking sector, they are, going in for automated system these days, so that the confidentiality aspect is not breached, and it's a much easier way of data collection and data organization.